For the keychain, I chose this photo. All I did was Google horror icon wallpapers, and this one came up, which I really liked. So what we're going to do is go to our shapes, select circle, and we are going to size it to the keychain size, which is 2 inches. And now we are going to scale the photo down to get as much of all 4 of them as possible in the circle to slice it. Okay, now we're going to select both and we are going to hit slice, remove the excess. Okay, this is going to be the front of the keychain and this will be the back. I think I will make it black. And then we will add the text horror lover. Let me choose a font that I like. So I think we'll just go with the blood drip font. I don't recall what it's called, but I used it on the doormat recently. I think it's called Bloodlust, now that I think of it. Sure is. Okay. And then we will make it like that. Let's decrease the line space to make them closer together. And let me try to bold it so that you could see the blood drip better, which that didn't really help. And then also I am going to Google bloody handprints so that I could also add that to the back. So let me grab that SVG really quick. Okay, I got my bloody handprint and then I'm just going to place them around where it doesn't interfere too much with the writing. Different sizes. And I also noticed that when I select flatten, because we are going to print this and not cut it, it helped to be able to see the blood drip. So I'm happy with how it looks now. Once you get your design how you would like it, you're going to select the circle, the writing, and the handprints and hit flatten so that it cuts out the circle only. Okay, so this will be the front and this will be the back. Now I'm going to print them on my Craftables inkjet printable paper and have my Cricut machine cut out each design, and then I will show you how to place it onto the keychain. I purchased these 2-inch acrylic blanks on Amazon, and I am taking a piece of sandpaper and giving it a rough texture so that I can apply my inkjet printable decal. This is the process I normally use when I'm creating my keychains, and I normally use part A and B resin that you see me use in a lot of my other videos on here. A little after Christmas time, when I was trying to make more keychains for customers, I was starting to notice that these little black, it almost looked like pen marks, were developing after my resin would cure. Regular resin takes at least 8 hours to cure to the touch, and so I wouldn't notice until the 8-hour mark would hit that these developed during the curing time. So I decided for this project I was going to test out this UV resin that cures within about 2 minutes, at least that's what my bottle says, with a UV nail lamp. So here I am, I just added glitter to the resin, which is why you saw me mix it. I am spreading it over my decal and making sure I get all the corners, and then I will put it under a UV light for 2 minutes. Be sure to read the directions on your bottle because I do believe there are different cure times for different brands. What I noticed is mine says to cure for 2 minutes. If I do the whole 2 minutes straight, my project heats up and it begins to kind of curl and lift, which I do not like, and I do not have that problem with my regular epoxy. So what I did was 1 minute cure time, remove the lamp, and then do another minute. And that seemed to help it from curling up. What I'm doing now is adding liquid latex, and I do this to protect that side so resin does not drip onto the finished side and ruin it. Sanding it down again and adding my front decal. I'm going to repeat the process of adding the resin, making sure I cover the entire decal and every corner, and then cure for 1 minute, give it a rest, and then cure for the final minute. Once it is cured, you're going to remove the liquid latex from the back, peel it off, and now you're ready to drill and add your hardware. You can see where the previous hole was, so I just follow that with a drill and drill all the way through. Now that the hole is there, I am just going to add my hardware, and then you are done. There's some things that I noticed with the UV resin that, like I said, it could just be because this is my first time using it. It still did feel a little tacky. What I mean by tacky is when I touch my keychain, there was a bit of a stickiness to it. So I did have to cure for longer than the bottle said to try and get rid of it. Another thing that I noticed was that it seemed more fragile drilling the hole through. So what I would do going forward using UV resin is I would create the hole prior to adding the resin and curing, just to make sure that the project doesn't crack or get ruined. Now, that's not normally a step that I would have to take if I'm using my regular epoxy, but like I said, I was having issues with it. Overall, the UV resin was much faster to use. Hopefully, if I create more projects with it, I will get the hang of it and learn the ins and outs of using it so that I can use it going forward. I am now going to add a tassel to the keychain. I love the way they look with just a little extra decoration here on the key ring. We are now done with the project. If you use UV resin often and you have any advice, tips, or tricks for me, please comment them below. I will forever be grateful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful.